I'm Chris King with the Korn Ferry Tour, and I'll be your host this morning. We're thrilled to be here this fine morning in Henrico County. Somebody had to make a mistake. And the Richmond region following the thrilling conclusion of yesterday's Dominion Energy Charity Classic, which is the perfect backdrop to bring this morning's announcement. We have a great lineup of guests joining us. We have Alex Baldwin, president of the Korn Ferry Tour, Dan Schmidt, chair of the Henrico County Board of Supervisors, and Steve Schoenfeld, the Korn Ferry Tour Championship Tournament Director. Before Alex kicks things off, I'd like to acknowledge a few other members in the room who are a pivotal role in bringing this partnership to life. From the Henrico County Board of Supervisors, Jody Rogish, Tyrone Nelson, Roscoe Cooper, and County Manager John Vitolkis. From the Richmond Region Tourism, Catherine O'Donnell, the president. From the Richmond Tourism Corporation, Joni Johnson, Director of Sales. And from Hanover County, Board of Supervisor members Sue Dibble and Jeff Stoneman, and County Manager John Badesky. Following the speaking portion, we'll transition to a Q&A with a few questions from me before opening it up to the audience. Now, to begin our event, I'm going to invite Alex Baldwin to the podium to formally announce today's exciting news.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, Chris. Thank you for opening and setting the tone. And to kick things off, I want to just express that it truly is my honor to announce the 2026 Korn Ferry Tour Championship presented by Virginia's Richmond region. I'd like to welcome this tournament and this community to the Korn Ferry Tour. I look forward to sharing a little bit more about the Korn Ferry Tour, our season finale event. It is ultimately where our top 20 players define themselves. They earn their way to the PGA Tour. It's the culmination of our season, and it is truly demonstrative of the journey and the pathway to get to golf's biggest stage. So briefly, I'd love to kind of share a quick video with all of you to give you a little bit of taste of what we're all about.
The Korn Ferry Tour, the path to the PGA Tour.
And the Korn Ferry Tour is pretty impressive.
I know how good the Korn Ferry Tour is. It's just a matter of time before those guys get out here and play good golf.
What is up for grabs in 2025 on the Korn Ferry Tour? It's an opportunity to get one of those 20 cards handed out at the end of the season, head to the PGA Tour.
Very motivated. You know, inching closer to that tour card is all the more possible.
That's how you win a golf tournament.
First ever Korn Ferry Tour victory.
And he's the man they got to go get. How about it? How about it? Austin Smotherman, a winner again on the Korn Ferry Tour.
Two-time winner, tour bound.
What a story. He deserved everything he got.
What a week. What a win. Near flawless golf. Huge win. Talk about taking control of this golf tournament. What a way to finish.
We're not stopping until we reach the pinnacle of golf, which is the PGA Tour.
The video gives you a little bit of a sense of that energy, right? So excited for you to all be part of this exciting journey. It really is golf's proving ground. It's where futures are made, where dreams are truly realized. Here, you're going to find a lot of stories of triumph. They're going to inspire. They're going to be humbling in the biggest way. These are moments that truly define these individuals' careers. It's filled with an enormous amount of emotion. It's really raw. It's very real. And it's truly unforgettable and just so special. Every player that tees it up, for each of them, this tour really represents that rise, that breakthrough, that opportunity that's ahead of themselves, that moment to prove themselves and really stand amongst the best players in the world on the PGA Tour. So we are so thrilled and excited for this community to be a part of our storyline and this critical step in our players' journey. So you saw a bunch of names, right, in that video. You saw faces that you recognized. 82% of the PGA Tour membership, of the 82% of the PGA Tour players played on the Korn Ferry Tour. This is very much a part of that journey and that moment. Obviously, Scotty Scheffler is a huge point of pride for us. It was my first year in my role in 2019 where I got to hand him his PGA Tour card. And so many names that preceded him and that continue to follow him. Ben Griffin recently, certainly on the Ryder Cup team representing the United States. Akshay Bhatia, who was a winner, has won multiple events on the PGA Tour. And I cannot tell you how bright the future is. It is really outstanding. We just handed out our 20 cards. Our number one player, Johnny Kiefer, in a mere 18 months from graduating college, is now on his way to the PGA Tour. And what he's accomplished inside the ropes is truly exceptional. And Johnny actually sits at 51 on the official World Golf ranking. That's ahead of other PGA Tour winners this year. So it just gives you a real sense of the quality and caliber of talent that is out on the Korn Ferry Tour, and truly that depth. So many, many more stories. Really looking forward and exciting to sharing this journey with all of you. And before I do conclude, there are a few people I want to acknowledge and thank. There has been an incredible history of PGA Tour golf in this region, and that foundation has been built by an incredible team led by Steve Schoenfeld. Steve, this moment isn't happening without you. You have been an incredible leader. You have been in it, and you have become a part of the fabric of this community. So thank you for all that you've done. And I know you are supported by an incredible team of people. And I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Brittany. We've got Jeff Fitch. I see some of you guys in the back of the room. Aaron Murray, Caitlin Lucarelli as well. Thank you all for everything that you've done here, and cannot wait to see what you all accomplish going forward, and how exciting the future is. It's very bright, so thank you very much. Appreciate it. Also want to thank our special guests from Henrico County, from Richmond Region Tourism, Virginia Tourism Corporation, and Hanover County. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for your commitment and being partners with us in this exciting new chapter. So I'm super excited. I'll be available afterwards. Look forward to getting to know all of you, and there'll be a call to action. We're going to need every single one of you as we embark on this new exciting future ahead. So without further delay, I would like to introduce the chair of Henrico County Board of Supervisor and Brooklyn Magisterial District Representative. It's a lot, sorry. Dan Schmidt, thank you.
Thank you, Alex, and good morning, nearly good afternoon, everyone. It's certainly an honor to be here, and what a cool start with the video and then Alex's words, and then to see this room crowded, packed here today. So thank you all for making time. It's truly an honor to be here, and on behalf of Henrico County's Board of Supervisors, I want to welcome you all and thank you for being here with us for this exciting announcement here this morning. I also want to take a moment, as Alex did, and recognize our County Manager, John Vitokas, who is here with us today, our colleagues from the Henrico Economic Development Authority. I know Mr. Romanello is here, our Henrico County Sports and Entertainment Authority. I know Dennis and his team are here. Our partners with Richmond Region Tourism, Catherine is here with us today, and certainly the support from the Virginia Tourism Corporation. I also want to again reiterate what Alex mentioned about our partners with Hanover County, Jeff and Sue. As elected officials, thank you for your support and your belief in the process here and being here with us, and of course John Badesky, their county administrator. Folks, this type of collaboration doesn't happen without the dedication and the vision of the organizations that I just mentioned and the people that are within them, and certainly the people, as Alex mentioned, within Steve's team. Today is proof of what we can accomplish when we do it together. This is truly a regional partnership on all levels based on its significance. Henrico and Hanover counties working alongside our state and our regional partners. We've joined forces to bring one of the Korn Ferry Tour's most prestigious championship events to the Richmond region. It's an effort that certainly checks all the boxes for all of us as regional partners, and I think as the tour would say, it supports tourism in so many ways. Sports tourism specifically supports our economic development efforts here in our region, and demonstrates the strength of our region's ability when we work together. We know the power of sports, and we certainly know the power of championship events here in our region. And in our region, we've proudly hosted for decades our NASCAR races at Richmond Raceway. We've hosted the National Wheelchair Basketball Association Championships in the Sports Center, and the Atlantic 10 Women's Basketball Championships recently. We look forward to welcoming welcoming the NCAA Division III Women's Volleyball National Championships here to our region in 2027. And adding the Korn Ferry Tour Championship to that lineup not only elevates our region's sports portfolio, but it just continues to solidify what the Richmond region does and serves as a premier destination for sports tourism as well as economic growth. The impact of professional golf on our region has been exponential, again, due to Steve's hard work with his team. The Dominion Energy Charity Classic alone has brought jobs and more than $30 million annually to the Richmond region. It's generated millions more for local charities through community engagement and volunteerism, the heart of volunteerism that we get to see through these events. We know that the Korn Ferry Championship will build on this model and build on the momentum of that work, delivering economic, cultural, and community benefits across every corner of our region. This event also captures something truly special in the world of sports. As you heard Alex just mention, the Korn Ferry Tour is where determination meets opportunity for so many of these athletes. It's where players compete for their chance to achieve their dreams and reaching the PGA Tour. Hosting championships here means our community gets to witness that pursuit for excellence up close and witness dreams being realized right here in their backyard. For Henrico, this is also about continuing a proud tradition. Our connection with the PGA Tour goes back into the 90s when we hosted the Henrico Open on the then Nike Tour at the Dominion Club. Long before sports tourism, I walked it when I was a young kid. I loved it. Young kid in the 90s. I'm gonna make sure I got that in.
You're crawling.
Yeah, well, that's right. Long before sports tourism was a key word and an everyday phrase, those tournaments were an economic development strategy that brought national attention to Western Henrico during a time of growth. The Korn Ferry Tour Championship, presented by Virginia's Richmond region, will only build upon that legacy. For each of us as committed partners in this endeavor, this announcement is a continued strategic effort with long-term vision. It's not about just one tournament. It's about regional collaboration, economic impact, and the confidence that the PGA Tour has placed in our community to host one of their premier events. So let me close with this, folks. The Richmond region has proven time and time again that together we can do great things. Hosting the Korn Ferry Tour Championship is another significant milestone that will showcase our region on the national and international stage. On behalf of the Henrico County Board of Supervisors, and I'd love to insert on behalf of my friends and partners on the Hanover County Board of Supervisors and our partners across this endeavor, I want to thank the PGA Tour for their trust, thank our partners for your leadership, and thank you to everyone who's made this championship tour a success. We're proud to be part of this effort and we look forward to the great things that come. At this time, I'd like to introduce my friend and the best tournament director in the country, Steve Schoenfeld, the Korn Ferry Tour Championship Director. The best. Thank you.
All right, so after watching that video, I'm pretty fired up. I hope everybody else is. And not to throw the Champions Tour guys under the bus, but it looks a little different on the Korn Ferry Tour. So I'm excited for that. So good morning. It's wonderful to see all of you here today. Dan, Alex, it's great to have you here as well, so thank you. It is an honor and a pleasure to have led the team that I've led the last 10 years in this community to stage this event. The Dominion Energy Charity Classic has exceeded anyone's expectations, including my own, and it's been an absolute privilege. I am thankful that the Champions Tour decided 10 years ago to bring professional golf back to this community, to give us this opportunity. I also would be remiss in not saying something about the former CEO of Dominion Energy, Tom Farrell. So Tom's vision is what really propelled this event to what it became. And as most of you in the room know, Tom passed a few years ago, but his desire and his passion to give back to the community where he lived really, I think, resonated with, I know it did with me, and it did with our team, and it did with, I think, everyone that was associated with this tournament. So we're very thankful for that and for everyone at Dominion Energy's support over the 10 years. It's been terrific. The Country Club of Virginia, what else could we say about this facility, this golf course, the James River course? The players love it. We heard from Scott McCarron this morning in a golf outing that we're running today that the players are going to miss coming here a whole lot, and that's because of how outstanding the staff, the membership are. And you all opened your club to us 10 years ago, and we're very thankful for that, so thank you. Our team, our local team, is excited to have the opportunity to now be stewards of the incredible moments that we're all hopefully together going to witness on the Korn Ferry Tour with the Korn Ferry Tour Championship presented by Virginia's Richmond region. the birth of future PGA Tour stars. Pretty cool. We're going from yesterday's stars to tomorrow's stars. So I'm excited for that. And I think that without the support that we've had the last 10 years from sponsors, volunteers, the charities that have been involved, our fans, we probably wouldn't be standing here today. So a big thank you to all those groups as well. As we look to the future, our team will look to build on the foundation that has already been set. And I like to think that our group knows how to run a golf tournament, but it doesn't work unless you have all the ingredients that are represented here in this room. So I know that our group is extremely thankful to have this opportunity moving forward, all the while continuing to generate the charitable impact that we have so far. And I know it's been said a lot over the last few days, but I'm going to say it again. $14 million over the past 9 years. And this year's tournament, I'm very comfortable in saying we'll be over 15, and maybe we'll even get to 16 once the dust settles. So very proud of that accomplishment. So as I conclude, thanks to all of you for being here today. Thankful to all of the partnerships that we've developed over the past 10 years. Again, we wouldn't be standing here today without that and without all of you. So very appreciative of that. And moving forward, we're going to lean on all of you to help us tell the story of the Korn Ferry Tour. Again, seeing this video and seeing Alex's passion for it, and the fact that these are going to be the future stars of the PGA Tour. And I think it'll be pretty neat to be there on Sunday afternoon and give out those 20 PGA Tour cards. So thanks again for being here today. I appreciate all that you have done for this tournament, the Charity Classic over the past 10 years, and all that we will do together moving forward. Thank you.
Thanks to all of you. Before we open it up to the room, we're going to bring a microphone up here for the few questions with Alex and Steve and Dan. So I'll start with you, Alex. The Korn Ferry Tour has a number of partnerships with tourism and economic groups, and now we have this consortium here in Virginia joining that group. Can you speak to the value that those bring for our tournaments, as well as the role that these tournaments play in supporting the local regions?
Yeah, no, we're very fortunate in that this model exists in other markets. And I think Catherine, Dennis, we spoke a little bit yesterday about some examples. So Visit Knoxville, for example, is a title sponsor with us. Visit Savannah, another one that is a big supporter, as well as some of the international markets, Bahamas, Tulum, Mexico. And there's sort of a special sauce that has been created by using this platform. Our players are super engaged and involved, and we've done some amazing content and experiential type programming where we've brought players into the market, restaurant tastings, and different engagement points. So it's the right size platform, and it also allows us the extensions that we have naturally through our players to be able to sort of engage with the community, promote the community, and display, right, what the best of the best. So I think we're really well positioned, and there are also some great partners for us to learn from and use examples and best practices on how to best deliver for all of you.
And Dan, similarly, I'd love to hear a little bit more from you on how your local groups feel about bringing the Korn Ferry Tour in and kind of the value they're going to bring to the Richmond region.
Yeah, I think it's been clear what Steve's group has done here for decades to build on the foundation of what golf means to our community, and what a tournament of this caliber, both the Korn Ferry Tour and what the Champions Tour has done. As you can see, our group has come together and coalesced again. Our region has proven with our folks at Richmond Region Tourism, and now with the support of the state, our partners in Hanover. We have Ann Gale Jennings here, one of the most beautiful golf courses in our region. And when you put that group together and you have established trust amongst each other, it means a lot to have these caliber events. As I mentioned in my remarks, we're on the national stage as many times as we can with our championship hostings and our NASCAR races and these golf tournaments, and to put our region on the map continually and play host to the folks who visit our region, but then also showcase how great our region is to the residents who live here. That's what these tournaments bring. They bring the ability for our corporations, our economic folks to allow our businesses to celebrate. It allows our visitors to come in and celebrate our region, but quite frankly, for the folks who live here, it allows them to celebrate what's great about our region, and that's what these tournaments mean to us.
And then the last one before I open it up to the media. Steve, after 10 years on the Champions Tour, what should the market be excited about for the Korn Ferry Tour when they're coming in now?
Yeah, as I just said moments ago, I'm excited, and I hope everyone else is. It's a big shift for us, right? We've been promoting yesterday's stars, legends of the game, for sure, without a doubt. But to be able to have the chance to set the stage for the younger guys that are really looking to fulfill that lifelong dream to make it to the PGA Tour, to me, seems awfully exciting. So very much looking forward to that.
We all take on a unique responsibility with this tour because it's not only identifying, right, the top 20, it's also being really invested in developing that talent and helping them understand what it means to be a professional golfer at the highest level. So one of the things that we do is we are in a constant pursuit of consistency and creating that same stage, that same arena for these guys. So when they get to the PGA Tour, they feel comfortable. They're prepared to transition into that elevated environment, and they can compete at a really, really high level. So they're oftentimes, again, some of them are younger, just recently graduated from college. They're learning what it means to be a professional. So those moments of engagement, whether it's in a pro-am, and giving them that feedback of how to, you've kind of experienced it from the other side, right? Like these professionals that are seasoned, that have taken decades to really sort of story tell, be those engaging fireside chats. Scott McCarron here earlier. You all now are part of that. We all carry a unique responsibility to help shape these young men to become those greats of the game. So it's a unique, it's not only a stage, but it is really a very collaborative and interactive, if you will, kind of responsibility and experience.
Absolutely. We'll now open it up to any questions. For any media members or attendees, please raise your hand and we'll have a microphone brought to you.
Hi, could you explain the criteria for qualifying for the Korn Ferry Tour in terms of, obviously the Champions Tour is a 50 and up, but is there an age limit, and then how do these guys qualify in terms of events they have to play?
Yeah, so the Korn Ferry Tour is part of what we call PGA Tour pathways, and there are 4 properties within that, and each of those properties provide sort of that access point into the professional game. So you have 3 of the 4 of those properties. So those 4 properties are the Korn Ferry Tour, we have PGA Tour Americas, you have PGA Tour Qualifying School, and PGA Tour University. Okay, so 3 of those 4 properties provide direct access to the PGA Tour. So the top 20 players from the Korn Ferry Tour, the number 1 player from PGA Tour University goes straight to the PGA Tour, and the top 5 players from Q School go to the PGA Tour. Okay, so Q School, so for example, as well as PGA Tour University, provides access points to both of our tours. So graduates from PGA Tour University come into the PGA Tour, they come into the Korn Ferry Tour, 2 through 10, and then 11 through 25 go to PGA Tour Americas. PGA Tour Americas becomes that preparatory tour leading into the Korn Ferry Tour. So the top 10 players from PGA Tour Americas graduate to the Korn Ferry Tour. This year, we concluded our season in Vancouver, Canada. Michael Brennan, native of Leesburg, Virginia, just down the road, graduate of Wake Forest, was our number 1 player. So he will be a member of the Korn Ferry Tour next year. He's 107th in the world right now. He won 3 times on PGA Tour Americas. He is a star in the making. Truly amazing. He's actually got a start this week at the PGA Tour event in Black Desert, Utah. So definitely a name to keep track of. So as we progress, we have 21 regular season events, and then we have 4 finals events. And so upon the conclusion of that regular season, we whittle down those 156 players and reach the Korn Ferry Tour Championship, which is the top 60 players.
Get all that?
Yeah, we can. Anybody got a whiteboard? I'm happy to. I got slides for you. So it's competitive. It is highly, highly competitive. This year's Korn Ferry Tour membership consists of the 21 through 75 finishers, and then we will augment that with our Q School finishers. So we will start the year in the Bahamas with 132 player fields, and they will be highly competitive. This year, one other nuance, again, I'm bringing you right into the cave here. The top 100 on the PGA Tour retained status. That used to be at the top 125. So now you've got 101 to 125 and 101 to 150, right, that are going to be playing on the Korn Ferry Tour. So you're going to see a more competitive kind of set of players that are coming from the PGA Tour. You're going to see really competitive players coming up from our pathways from University and PGA Tour Americas. I could talk for hours. I'm sorry.
Yes. Why the Country Club of Virginia? Well, what made this club so special, and the decision to bring such a prestigious event here?
Ooh, I don't know if we truly realized how special it was until we got here, and you can't understate how great it's been. The combination of a world-class golf course, the pros like a traditional layout. You have that here for sure. The hospitality that the club provides to the players, to the caddies, to our sponsors, ticket buyers, members were engaged. Large membership here, so that certainly helps propel the tournament with volunteers and ticket buyers and folks that are, working for corporations that see the value in sponsoring a golf tournament like ours. The membership, it was absolutely beyond my wildest dreams, like having moved here 10 years ago to operate this event, where we've come in those 10 years. So a combination of many factors really made this event, or the Charity Classic, what it became.
Paul, do you want to talk a little about the future host of Korn Ferry Tour Championship as well, the Federal Club?
Yes, so and Gail. So we can't wait to be at the Federal Club next year. I think that the Korn Ferry Tour guys are going to love it. Just the vibe when you drive in, it's a terrific, if you haven't been, terrific golf-centric vibe. Just the way the course is kept. I know Ryan does a terrific job on the superintendent side. I don't know. There's a lot to be said about the Federal Club, the difficulty of the golf course. Certainly interested in seeing how our rules officials decide to set it up. It's going to be, I think, fun for the Korn Ferry Tour guys.
Chris, if I could add to that, I think from the other perspective too, Steve just mentioned the players and the participants and the tour perspective. I think for the folks who come to the tournament, the residents that we represent in Hanover and in Henrico and within our region, I talked to a ton of them who just love strolling the grounds. It's what made, I think, CCV so much fun for the residents to come to and just walk the beautiful grounds of it. And I think they're going to find that at the Federal Club, the beautiful countryside, that vibe that it brings, as Steve mentioned. And for our residents and our visitors, and really our business corporation, to come out here and just be on grounds, they soak up that vibe of what the tournament and what the community and what golf brings. And just you see the folks walking around here yesterday enjoying the countryside a little bit. And I know they're going to get that at the Federal Club as a partner as well.
Absolutely. Any other questions?
The excitement level of bringing a championship to the Richmond region, what's that like?
It's awesome. It's really great. I mean, this room, in terms of the representation, the people, the energy, it's special. It allows us just a little bit of a blank canvas, but the great news is we have so much kind of history, relationships that we've got kind of certainly more than a head start. It's a warm welcome. It's it feels like we're old friends, right? We're family. We've been doing this for a long time together. So it's exciting energy. It's the promise of the future, and just it's kind of like you can't wait to bring our guys out here and our whole kind of family of staff and our team and the extension of that. So really exciting.
Okay, with that, we'll conclude this morning. I want to thank Alex, Dan, and Steve, as well as everyone in the room for being here today and for the continued support of professional golf here in the Richmond region. We look forward to seeing everyone out at the tournament next year. Thank you.
Thank you.